What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And just a, I don't know. I'd say this is an exercise in insanity. You know, I was asked by, friend of the show, friend of the channel, whatever, Brian Gatta, asked me, if I'm going to just scrap this series because this game is really kind of pissing me off. And he's not wrong. This game pisses me off, but it's not like... It doesn't bore me, if that makes sense. Like, I'm actually having fun just every time I play this, just tearing it to shreds, in my opinion. It's not like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, where I'm just like, okay, I've had enough, I'm bored. Darksiders 3 kind of got to the point where I was bored. I like Pillars of Eternity 2, maybe somewhere down the road. If I can, like, clear my schedule, I might go back, give it another shot. Just there were a few games that I'm just like, I like the game, it's just I don't have the time for it. I'm not going to get back to it. I'm bored. Might as well just scrap the series, and if I might come back to some of them later, maybe not, I don't know. But this game, I do enjoy what I've been doing with it so far. So it's at the moment I have no plans of getting rid of this series. I feel like there was something else I wanted to bring up in saying that, like, not just say that, oh yeah, somebody asked, and I said, nah, I'm not going to scrap it. I feel like I was saying that and trying to lead into another point, but well, I guess if I'm talking about ripping into this game, again, I cannot believe how big of a deal that I think it is that there's no operational support for Nomad. That there's nobody, like, giving him no one he's in radio communication with. Nobody, be it the specific lady that we're helping right now, Mads, hell, even Skell himself. Even though I hate his voice actor, I don't like the recording. It's not good. Yeah, there were a lot of directions they could have gone with it, and just it just doesn't work. It's so weird. It feels like it's something I keep saying. It feels like there's no direction in this game. It's, oh well, you found something, you have to go into this menu, go into one of the 90 menus you have and have to read it yourself. I'm like, no, just, you can have dialogue. Yeah, I'd rip into you if you just kind of do the whole, if you're giving no subtlety, you're just, basically having somebody talk and giving you that, well, you need to go here and do it, blah, 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 XYZ. At least you're laying out the framework and what we're trying to do. You know what I'm trying to get at? At least in that sense, I have a clear-cut idea of what we're doing. Yeah, it was super obvious. Yeah, you could have maybe done it a little... What's the expression? You could have been a little more subtle with the way you were talking. But you don't make me think that you just didn't care. But that's what I get from this game. It's almost like they just didn't care about the player experience. They're just like, nah, they'll figure it out. Oh, apparently they heard my footsteps somehow. Don't worry, I'll shoot you. I'll shoot that guy. What, did they hear a gunshot? And they heard my crouched footsteps 3 floors down? Who the hell are these people? Like bionic ears or some shit? Yeah, they can't see those. You can't see those red dots. Trying to figure out how to get down there without actually having to have a big gunfight. Okay, can I... There we go. Okay. And again, I really wish I could just have one big weapon wheel of all these. Of all these sort of stealth tools.
If the wolves can't handle the ghosts, they ought to give me a shot. Ghosts.
Somebody over in this direction? Alright, one marked. Two. Three. Okay, I can only set up 3 at once.
Get down!
The fuck that guy come from? Yeah, I knew I'd have to set up something because there's no way I could take enough of these guys out. Especially given the way they were grouped up.
Watch for target.
I picked up 3 sink shot drones. Kick ass. Awesome. I will say I do love those hand-to-hand takedowns.
Hey. Any clue how I can find this location?
I can absolutely tell you where to find that.
Thanks, stranger.
Yeah, those melee takedowns are really brutal, though. I love them. Yeah, I'm gonna put this question out there to you guys. Do you guys know how to get like the Mark II weapons? Like, do I have to upgrade mine, or how the hell to do? How? Okay, brain, slow down. Ask a coherent question. How the hell do you do that? Yeah, we're not even gonna help them run. We're just gonna... I think that would have been so much cooler as just a plain, like, an evac type mission, you know? Just kind of go in and evacuate all the scientists. I think that would have been so much better than what they tried to do there. Okay, so we're looking for some sort of research center that's in Western Wild Coast. You know what? Let me check something. Okay, with my vector here, do I need to get all of these to get the next? You know what? Let's try that. Let's see if I can. Okay, so it does. Okay, so I do need to get all of those to then get Mark II. Okay, that's really dumb, but I understand now what the hell I'm doing. Okay. And drone cooldown. There we go. Now we can craft those. Syringe capacity. Yeah, it's towards assaults, gadgets, survival. I really don't use these abilities to be entirely honest. Though, you know what? I guess speed climber could be pretty useful. Oh, I never noticed up at the top it shows what's co-op and what's PvP, or what can be used in both. Huh. Yeah, I guess I should put more points into Recon as well. So I'm probably going to want to, yeah, move up into Sniper anyways. And again, just suddenly I get a perk that gives me, whatever. It's a perk that gives me a boost to drone damage, which, you know, is how the real world works. And I'm sure somebody out there watching this is wondering, well, you know, video games are, you know, you have to suspend, what is it? A suspension of belief for some things to work. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that to a certain point, but again, but I've said this before. Ghost Recon has always been a game that's made sense, that has been set in a realistic world. Even, again, I think it was was it Advanced Soldier or Future Soldier? I can't remember which one was the one that was set in the future. Even that one, though, made sense. All the, you know, the tech and everything, it was explained, it was the future, you know, you could get away with a little bit more stuff than this, which is supposed to be around present day. I get it, you know, there's more advanced drone technology. I could get past the advanced drones. I still don't know why the drones act like they're made of tissue paper, though. That doesn't make sense to me. The fact that my little Vector SMG, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Vector's a kick-ass gun, but why the hell is it ripping through drones that are made of, you know, fucking metal? And it's a point I'm just going to keep hammering home every video. It's just that sense of realism is lost. It just kind of makes this feel arcadey. I don't know. What is this place? Found it. Okay, apparently there's a Sentinel soldier who has the information we need. Okay, not a lot of great guns, but I don't know why I pulled my drone away. Let's actually... Sniper. Got 2 snipers. Plenty of guys with info. I was initially planning on going through the water, but now I think I'm gonna go around the side, go from that helipad. You know, I should also technically be waiting until nighttime, but I don't feel like hitting a bivouac. Hey, I want to shoot you. Even though I can't harvest your tasty meat. Still want to hunt you. Christ, climb up. There you go. What? Who found the dead body?
Hey.
Again, what the fuck? How'd they find that dead body? Even the guys who were standing here didn't see it.
I'm moving it.
Okay. I still want to ask the same question. How the hell did that body get found? Nobody had line of sight on that. The only two people who could have seen it didn't even see me yet. They were still behind. They were on the other side of the helicopter. Your stealth systems in this game make no goddamn sense. It's what I said earlier. How are people hearing my footsteps 3 floors down? God damn it. Okay. I stepped away. I had a shot. I'm good. I'm relaxed. No, I actually didn't actually go and have a drink. I kind of wish I did, but I got to go to work in a few hours. And, you know, they kind of frown on the whole, you know, not drinking on the job. Or not being drunk on the job. I mean, hell, to be entirely honest, I'm... Like, you know, I've said this, you know, I don't know if anybody didn't know. I work at a casino. You know,
Listen close, because my voice might be the last thing you ever hear. Now, we're the scientists from Cromwell's team.
Ah, you heard everything I know.
No, I didn't. You just said that one sentence. What was I saying? You know, I've said this before. I work at a casino, and even if I go when I'm not on shift, you know, if I just say, hey, you know what, you know, a buddy say, hey, I want to go to the casino, go gamble or whatever. I am not allowed to have a blood alcohol level on property, even when I'm not on shift. Of like, I'm trying to remember. If it's not under 1.0, it's barely above 1.0. Like I can. It's basically I could maybe have one beer because I'm kind of a big guy, but yeah, I mean I probably it's the safest option is if I go to, you know, my casino to, you know, gamble as a patron. Yeah, I'm not allowed to. I just to be safe, I can't drink flat out. I mean, hell, there's there's a lot of weird rules. Or not weird rules. I mean, I totally understand them. They don't want, you know, employees taking things that from guests or whatever. You know, it's also you could be sitting next to, because shocker, you see a lot of people, you know, night after night after night. You know, if you're dealing, they don't want you being how to put it. It's one of those that it's just they don't want any of the guests to feel weird that, hey, you know, on one night I'm dealing to them and then the next night I'm sitting next to them playing. It can make people uncomfortable, you know, like it's some of the food places on property I'm not allowed to go to. You know, it's they're pretty strict with, you know, the rules of what I can and cannot do on property. Like I said, even when I'm off shift. So it's like, so basically the long roundabout way of what I'm saying is even what I can do, if that's the stuff that I'm not allowed to do off shift. Think what would happen if I show up a little buzzed for my shift. That's not never gonna happen. Mostly because I like my job and I get paid a very good amount to really not do a lot. Hell, I work 8-hour shifts.
Don't hurt me, please.
And I get a break every 2 hours, or I get a break every hour. So I technically only work like 6 hours out of an 8-hour shift.
Well, we're stuck here too. Look, Blake's got his personal security around. One guy left his post to see some girl. They declared him a deserter and beat him to death.
Sounds like you got.
I can understand shooting, but Jesus.
Blake's meaner than you are. I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be sitting behind a desk in the surveillance center.
What rat bastard has the gall to step foot in my AO?
We believe it's an operator from the chopper crash. We thought the wolves had terminated all of them.
But then the drones over here started taking small arms fire.
Yes, sir.
Christ. Last thing I need are those cowboys stomping around in the mud over here. They pull up the feed from the drone in Sector 2. There. Zoom in.
That animal, sir?
That you nitwit, you soft-headed child, is a human animal.
He's on the move, sir.
Well, why don't you follow him, huh? Follow him! Where the hell is he?
We lost him over the ridge.
You mean you lost him? Bet your whore of a mother curses the day that condom broke, huh?
Jesus Christ.
Keep looking. Damn it. Keep looking.
Yes, sir. I couldn't find you with a drone, so Blake sent me out here. Told me to find you on foot.
You're in the wrong line of work, man.
You're telling me. Oh, man. Just make it quick. I don't really like pain.
You're a waste of a bullet, man. But since I can't have you alerting anyone...
You know, I really think that scene would have worked a lot better if it was done way earlier in the game. You know, kind of set up who this guy that we're kind of facing off against in this mission. You know, also kind of try and keep this all in one area of the map instead of having it span multiple regions. Again, Wildlands was very rigid in its structure, but again, everything made sense. It made sense who was running the area, what their job was. You know, I like the little intro videos, and it made sense of what the harm was that you were doing to the operation. Here, we don't have that. I don't have who this guy, you know, I don't really have who this guy is, what we're doing, because a lot of this entire mission hasn't been about that guy. It's been more about getting off this island instead of dismantling Sentinel. it's like I said, it's almost like they were trying to break away from that rigid structure, but in doing so, they ended up with no structure, and a lot of this game just kind of feels like a jumbled mess. It's my opinion. Yeah, whatever. I was sorry. I'm gonna go back to talking about work because it makes me happy and not make me want to throw my controller out a window. No, I really do dig my job. It's like I said, like I said, I said my company's strict with what we can and can't do on property, but I understand why. It makes sense. But yeah, it's like I said, I rather like my job. It's like I said, I get good pay for the amount of work that I do, because I mean, with tips, I make about, even on a slow night, I can make about $20 an hour. I mean, I can pull, and if I'm working 4 or 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts, I mean, I'm pulling in around $1,500. Anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week. Or sorry, $1,000 to $1,500 every 2 weeks. Not bad for part-time work. And if anybody wants to say, AJ, why are you humble bragging? Yeah, kind of a little bit. Because, in all honesty, I fucking love this job. It's not bad. I mean, it's a customer service job. The worst part's always, just sometimes dealing with people, especially when they're frustrating. But it is what it is. But it's like I said. I mean, the best part about it. One of the best parts about it is the fact that it's a, I said I work 8-hour shifts. I work an 8-hour shift, but
They're killing us!
get in the chopper. It's an 8-hour shift, but because I get a 20-minute break every hour. Sometimes it's 45. Sometimes it's 40 minutes. I get a 20-minute break. It just kind of depends on how the how the rotation works. But I technically only work 6 hours out of an 8-hour shift. And then if my last break, say I get, because I work 8 to 4. That's my, that's the timing of my shift. If I go on break at 3:40, I can, I go and sign a thing, and it just says, that says, hey, I'm heading out, and I can go home. I can clock out, but get paid for that last 20 minutes, because because basically by the end of my break, my shift would have been over. So since I don't need to be there, it's like I said, why make me sit around in the break room? They just say, yeah, just go home. And so I just clock out, but I still get paid for the full hour because I signed the thing. It's pretty dope.
Maddox, Jay said I might see you around here.
Did you find my team? Are they okay?
Some of them are. They didn't all make it.
Damn it. Maddox, if we can drop all our old baggage, we've got work to do, and I need your help.
What you're asking for is not easy.
Who the fuck is this person?
I need access to the drone control program.
And what's stopping you?
Ian Blake. He configured the biometric security so that he is the only person who has access to the drone control program.
Oh, please tell me we get to shoot him and cut off his hand.
You have to find Blake and have him unlock the program.
Damn. You're right. The Sentinel officers in Cape North should know where Blake's, evil lair is.
I'll find him. He'll unlock that program.
And you, Cromwell, what are your plans? You can't stay here.
I can look after myself, Maddox.
Of course you can. Nomad, my dear. I expect I'll be seeing you very soon.
I just, again, who is this Maddox person? Because we've not referenced her in any dialogue or story or anything. The only thing that we've ever seen, I think I've seen her name a few times in, what was I saying? I've seen her, her name pop up a few times in, like, little collectibles that I found out in the world, but I don't know who the hell she is. This is a weird time to introduce her. Also, I really hate those green glasses that Cromwell's wearing. I know. Petty comment? Sure. Stand by it, though. I just have to pop in here real quick to make a comment, because I'm going to make another cut, because this is fucking ridiculous that I've got to go about 13 kilometers, whatever that is, and, you know, well, I mean, I know what a kilometer is in real life, but I don't know, like, how far, like, I don't doubt, like, traveling 1 kilometer in this game is, like, oh, it's like traveling 1 kilometer on foot in real life. I doubt that's true. But either way, I gotta go back down to this region to find this guy. Who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, up here we meet our, you know, we have our contact, you know, the Cromwell woman. Okay, we get the information of where Ian Black is. Yeah, he's down here in the middle of the map. Why? I don't know. Because somebody thought that was a good freaking idea. I don't get it. Why weren't all of these missions or whatever for this quest chain all located up here in this one particular this one region? You know, up here in this Cape North region. And and I'll also throw in this Driftwood Islet. I'm actually not 100% sure. You know, why was that not the way this was structured? And that's not like, oh, well, you can choose your own way of doing your own order of doing things that Ubisoft has been pushing lately. That's not that. It's not we're trying to push microtransactions. It's just bad design. It's a pain in the ass that I had to go from the middle of the map back up here for 10 minutes. Now I got to go all the way back down to the middle of the map. That's goddamn ridiculous. Alright, well, I went here, I got the information I needed. I probably didn't show you guys me interrogating the guy, because, why do that? Because, the guy's not going to tell me anything. It's just going to be, tell me what you know. I told you everything I know. Hit him over the head. Alright. Because, this game hates dialogue more than anything else. I said that, and it made my brain hurt. Alright, just because of my OCD, I gotta get rid of the beacon because it's gonna annoy me. That's taken care of. Okay, neither of them's gonna have the info I need. Sorry about the dog. The thing's small and loud. Not much I can do about that. Okay. Not surprised I got. I'm not surprised I got picked off there, but I also want to know why these guys just suddenly because they weren't patrolling like that when I scouted them. They just suddenly just started moving in weird directions. I had to work with what I got. Aw, my cat's trying to keep me calm. Sitting here being little and fuzzy. He is. It's funny because I call him little, but he's actually just a giant cat. And if you guys don't like me sitting here talking, making baby talk to my cat, well, it's just part of what you sign up for here. Alright, let's try this again. A few snipers, a few heavies. Got a mortar. Close, but we took care of it. Unfortunately, I had to kill the info guy. Not happy about that.
That escape has the boss real goddamn angry. How'd you think the ghost got by her?
Shit.
It's bonkers.
Answer fast, because I'm getting tired of asking. Where the hell is Ian Blake?
That's all of it! I told you everything I know!
So he's in a building in the western part of the base. Okay, can I not play that? Apparently not. Okay. Some sort of underground. Who heard that shot? Again, always makes me ask the question, how do some of these soldiers have to have like bionic ears or something? He's like, took that with a silencer. How the flip did he hear me? Okay, nothing I can really do here. Oh, the old Sentinel. All right, he's dead. Problem is I gotta find a way outside. So then they started finding bodies. I guess there's no real point in. Well, I mean, I said there's. I was about to say there's no real point in being stealthy. No, I don't mean I'm not gonna. I'm gonna suddenly pull my silencer and everything. No, I mean I'm gonna just start doing this. We're at the point where I'm just gonna... Shit. Alright, sniper down. Come on. Game on. No. Okay, he got a shot off, and I thought that would make them suddenly start trying to find me. Where the hell is this guy?
The intruder's been spotted. Engage. I repeat, engage.
There we go.
Getting any further. They must not infiltrate the base. I haven't identified the asshole, but believe me, it's only a matter of time.
I know that voice.
If you've had your eye on me, you know what I need. And you know I won't ask twice.
All right. All right. Look, the drone control program is locked with a biometric reader.
Where is it?
On the other side of the base. You'd be a fool to try dragging me there.
Let's go.
Okay, apparently, well, we're gonna be a fool. Good thing I kind of just killed everyone on my way over here. I mean, I guess this is where, you know, the co-op portion would be, you know, oh, you know, your teammates can now wipe everyone out while you're transporting the prisoner. I still like the idea of shooting this guy in the face and then just taking the, shooting this guy in the face and cutting off his hand. You go old school with it. That's just me.
If you've had your eye on me, you know what I need. And you know I won't ask twice.
Apparently we just got...
All right.
Oh, because I was hitting circle trying to crouch. That's why. Ah, okay. My bad.
The program is locked with a biometric reader.
Where is it?
On the other side of the base. You'd be a fool to try dragging me there.
Let's go.
You got about 2 guys left that I haven't killed. Why have the frames gone to complete ass?
Look, we can make a deal here. I got secrets. Lots of secrets. Oh, it's things I could tell you about Jay Skell, huh?
Give me access to your drone control program.
Maybe you'd like to get some dirt on Walker, huh?
I want you to unlock the program.
Okay, all right. But you just gotta think bigger, kid. Silverback, what the fuck are you doing?
We're tired of you peeping through our keyholes, Blake.
Looks like you're out of friends.
You gotta help me. God, help me, please.
Yeah, I don't have to do shit.
That gunshot looked terrible. And I gotta go all the way back up there to talk to Crom. Once again, why does this entire... why do all these objectives take place on different chunks of this island? Jesus Christ. Aroa is a pain in the ass to get around.
The drone control program is unlocked.
Yes! We've already started working.
Will the extraction take a while?
It's a very large program. Still, it's just a minute compared to the symphony we're working on at Project Deus.
Here comes the sermon.
I am not ashamed of trying to elevate humanity.
I'm not sure humanity wants to be elevated.
Why on earth would you say that?
Because I've seen people try. And somebody always throws a wrench into saving the world.
Are we just gonna leave that dial? It's just there. Okay. Oh, okay. We're having a flashback. Okay.
What the hell, Cole? That kid had friends in high places.
We here to make the world a better place. We here to get a promotion.
Always thought you were a little unbridled.
That ashtray looks like shit.
You're just an asshole.
Didn't even look like a real ashtray. God damn.
Sir, the lieutenant was out of control. He was mentally unstable, a danger to us and to the entire...
Don't give me that shit, Nomad. If Lieutenant Vaughn hadn't killed that civilian, the pair of you would be rotting in a hole in Leavenworth.
Ah, you always knew he was fucking useless. Everybody complained about his shitty work, goddamn sense of entitlement.
You can't kill someone just because he's bad at his job.
We are here to complete a task, sir. Would you sacrifice our mission? Would you risk our lives just because that kid's daddy is a senator?
You're out of line, Walker.
What are you gonna do, sir? You gonna charge me? You know something that'd be worth it? This here's about what's right.
What's right? Murdering an officer of the United States Army is right!
What's right is getting an incompetent counterintelligence officer off the goddamn battlefield.
Who the fuck?
What's right is protecting our mission from a privileged brat who fucks our shit up worse than the enemy does.
Colonel, you cannot
What's right
speak-
is standing up for something. Even though we got a sniveling hypocrite as a boss. A man with no balls, no vision.
Walker, ease up.
You listen to your friend, Colonel. You're ghosts, but you're not untouchable.
I can't stand this shit anymore. Fuck are we doing working for these assholes? They don't care how hard we work. They got no fucking idea about what it is we do.
Listen, I stay because we do try to do what's right, okay?
Not this chain of command. Goddamn sanctimonious bastards! You are a plague on this earth!
Okay, I was making sure he knew he was still in front of ranking officer.
Are you quite finished?
Yep. I think I am.
God damn, I love John Bernthal. Oh god, look at that flame. Stop showing it! It looks like ass! God damn it. Oh, I think I'm gonna have a stroke again.
And Walker criticized those generals for sacrificing civilians, but now he's doing the same.
I would never do such a thing.
Project Deus is supposed to be the end of human history, right? The beginning of transhumanism.
Project Deus sounds dangerous.
It would be a disaster if Sentinel got its hands on the technology. It's something we must protect. I assure you, Project Deus has very sound values.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
If you doubt that we're up to your standards, Christina, You should join us.
It all fits in here?
That's a DNA-based flash drive. You could practically fit the Library of Congress in there. Good luck.
There are other ways we could help one another. Speak to me when you have the time.
Okay, geez. So many things. One, again, John Bernthal's performance is amazing. I love you see the twitches in the face, how he's going from just kind of really kind of soft and subdued to yelling in somebody's face. Yeah, it's kind of his MO. That's kind of like how he acts, and you see it a lot with John Bernthal, but he does it very, very well. It's one of those. It's kind of like his thing, but at the same time, I think it works for him, and it works for the role. I really love him in this role. Next, again, I'm talking about this Maddox lady. I don't know who the hell she is. And again, maybe it's because, you got to read all this lore and all this, all these clues and all these collectibles. But I'm like, well, what if I didn't get any of these collectibles by this point? What if I didn't find any of this shit out? You're just introducing a character to me that I don't know what the hell how she fits in with all of this. This is something I was talking about in my latest video for Control. You want to build so much lore around this and act like, well, it's to flesh out the world. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having a lot of lore and having stuff to explain the world. But you run into a problem when you put so much, it's just confusing. I like Control. I like the lore of it. There's some really cool stuff in there, but then there's a lot of stuff exactly how everything works. There's a lot of fancy, made up vocabulary for the game that just becomes really kind of confusing and a headache near the end, where it's just like, okay, screw it. I'm not even going to try to understand. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow and just play the game. It's kind of what this is. Like this Maddox woman and all in her project or whatever. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I don't know what's going on. Screw it. I'm just not going to pay attention to it anymore. I'm just going to go stealth and shoot a bunch of people in the face. That's my problem with it. It's just they're trying to flesh out with so much lore and all these little side stories and side characters and everything, but nobody's ever really. But it's all extra stuff, and you've got to do it on your own. Fine, but you can't put that stuff in the main storyline because then it just becomes confusing. That's the thing. If you want to keep that stuff on the side for people who want to go out of their way and read every document and find all that shit, fine. But you can't put it in the main story because then, like I said, for those of us who don't want to do that, it just becomes a giant ball of a just confusing mess. Either way, guys, we're going to talk to Skell. I'm going to close out here. Thanks for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links and stuff is down in the description below. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's AJ Gels. This is Something Like Gaming Channel. I'm out.
Hey, genius. We've got the AI. Maddox was interesting.
She's amazing, isn't she? We heard Sentinel was getting kind of rough out there.
Well, let's just say Sentinel has suffered a bit of a setback. Folks out there are doing better now.
Great. You have no idea how much this little piece of metal and plastic and silicon is going to help. Let me know if you make any more progress.